Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to week 8 of the NCP. The Detroit Steel Wings are taking on John Jr. and the Portland Nightshaders. If you guys missed last, I mean, he says this every week. If you guys missed last week's battle, go check it out. Oh my God. It was, even in editing, I was like, still just like stroking. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. We ended up clutching a 1-0 victory last week. It was incredible, and props to my opponent, of course, and I'd like to think that I played out of my mind as well. It was hacks on both sides, but either way, make sure you guys go check that out if you haven't already. If you guys are new, feel free to subscribe for more Draft League content as well. And of course, we're gonna go full screen really quickly so you guys can check out the merch, check out the pillows, pick it up, support the team. We are currently trying to make a playoff run right now. There's 8 seeds, and as of last week's win, we were number 10. So we need to climb up 2 more spots. We've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 5 more battles to kind of climb up and get a playoff spot and show them why we're the best. So we've got a very rough matchup this week. I'm going to be 100% honest, and I feel like I said this last week and we pulled it out, but I need you guys to understand we have a really tough matchup this week. So we're going to go ahead and break it down. Of course, guys, go check out John Jr.'s channel. The link will be in the description as always. And yeah, you guys are going to start to see the team. You guys will first see some text. I always got to remember, you guys will see some text appear on screen in post-production. So you guys can go check out and see if you guys want to skip on ahead of the battle. And all that being said, you guys are going to start to see the teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent's team, it's going to be a weather war this week. It is going to be a weather war this week. My opponent has Necrozma, Weavile, Venusaur, Torkoal, Flygon, regular Rotom Ghost, Grimmsnarl, Mawile, Gastrodon, and Maractus. So he's got a lot of hard hit. It's a really, really well-balanced team. I gotta say, it's a really well-balanced team. He's got 2 really fast Pokemon naturally in Weavile and Flygon. Rotom's base 91, and outside of that, it's 80 and below, starting at Venusaur. But Venusaur and Maractus actually both get Chlorophyll. So if you bring Sun, we got to play around with that. But that is my initial thoughts on that. Very, very solid team, very well-rounded team. He has 4 Stealth Rockers, Necrozma, Torkoal, Flygon, and Mawile. He's got a Spiker in Maractus. He's got a Spinner in Torkoal and 2 Defoggers in Flygon and Rotom. No Clerics on the team. No Clerics on the team. So that is of benefit to us, and we'll kind of start breaking that down and what's going on with all that. But it's a really hard matchup, frankly. And we needed something. Venusaur is just, I mean, there's a reason Venusaur just got banned from UU, because it just hits so hard. First member on the team we have is going to be CBAD Bless the Jirachi. CBAD Bless is rocking their choice scarf. They have the Serene Grace ability with Iron Head, U-Turn, Healing Wish, and Zen Headbutt. 252 EVs in attack, 4 in defense, 252 EVs in speed with a Jolly nature. That is letting us speed tie, scarf Flygon, and outspeed the rest of his team. Iron Head does what Iron Head does best, frankly. It's a really tough matchup because Venusaur got access to Weather Ball, Necrozma's crazy, Weavile's crazy, and Grimmsnarl is actually really good this matchup. So the 6 that I think he's going to be bringing are Grimmsnarl, Torkoal, Necrozma, Weavile, Venusaur, and Flygon. He's brought the first 3 to all 7 matches so far. And then the last 3 are just really good against the team, frankly. So those are the 6 that I think he's going to be bringing. But Scarf Jirachi, Serene Grace Iron Head is hopefully going to be doing a bit more for us this week than it did last week. It hits Pokemon like Weavile super effectively. It hits Pokemon like the Flygon for good damage. Grimmsnarl for super effective damage and has a 60% chance to flinch. U-Turn is good for pivoting. Healing Wish support will be nice for the other 5 Pokemon on our team if we do need to do that. And then Zen Headbutt is really nice, super effective damage against Venusaur if we are outside of Sun. Nothing too crazy, man. I truthfully feel like the Hacks Rachi set was the way to go. I thought about Body Slam, but Iron Head, the dual stab with U-Turn and Healing Wish seemed to make the most sense. The next Pokemon we're bringing on the team, the best way to win a weather war is to take away their weather. So we are bringing Sub-Zero, the Alolan Ninetales. He is actually rocking his heavy duty boots with snore warning. They're snoring. Snow warning. Blizzard, Moonblast, Toxic, and Aurora Veil. 68 EVs in HP, 252 in special attack, 188 in speed with a timid nature. The 188 EVs in speed alongside the timid nature allow us to outpace Jolly Flygon by 1 point. Dual stab actually really hurts his team. I've said it every week that I bring Sub-Zero. If you don't switch in Blizzard, or if you switch into Blizzard, you don't switch into Moonblast, and vice versa. Mawile is actually his only really Mawile and Torkoal are his two good checks to this Pokemon, and Mawile's never shown up, so fingers crossed. But Dual Stab works really, really well. Being able to set up Aurora Veil against something like Venusaur in the Sun, any sort of setup Necrozma, SD Weavile, things like that will be really nice for us as well. It's also good to have a Fairy type, because if he does have Scarf Flygon, that means he can't lock himself in an Outrage against us. Toxic is nice because we're able to wear down some other Pokemon. Necrozma, we're able to wear down things like Torkoal, Rotom, Gastrodon, just Grimmsnarl, things that would just kind of switch in on us potentially. So being able to toss a Toxic off would be nice. Aurora Veil helps us out. Heavy Duty Boots. So he's got 4 Stealth Rockers and a Spiker, and we actually have no hazard control this week. And it is imperative we are able to kill his son if need be, because if Venusaur gets out of control, I mean, that's all she wrote. So Heavy Duty Boots do help us out there with any entry hazards that may keep us from preventing that hail. And yeah, other than that, Dual Stab, Toxic, Aurora Veil, it's a pretty straightforward set. I think Sub-Zero is going to be very beneficial this week, as he has been every week that we have brought him. And also being beneficial this week is Blueberry the Beartic. She is rocking her Life Orb with the Slush Rush ability. Brick Break, Icicle Crash, Stone Edge, and Hail. 20 EVs in HP, 252 EVs in attack, 236 EVs in speed with an adamant nature. The 236 EVs in speed outside of Hail, we are outpacing neutral Necrozma. Inside of Hail, we are outpacing max speed Jolly Weavile. 252, we've got Brick Break as a way of dealing with his potential dual screens on frankly, the Necrozma or the Grimmsnarl. Icicle Crash is really good stab. Stone Edge hits things that Icicle Crash does not. And then Hail is also really nice if they are trying to like sack Torkoal or something like that to reset their sun, so that way Venusaur can come back out. Making that prediction is going to be key in order to help win that weather war. Being able to reset our own Hail. The Life Orb damage on top of everything else does do really, really nicely. This Blueberry can be an early game breaker if we can get Hail up. Blueberry can be a late game breaker if Sun is no longer there. And we will see what exactly happens. The next Pokemon we are bringing on the team is Plague the Toxapex. He is rocking. I know him. He sat out last week. He was like, why don't you love me anymore? We're bringing special defensive Toxapex this week because, frankly, it's our only check to Venusaur, like growth Venusaur. Black Sludge, Regenerator ability, Recover, Scald, Toxic, and Haze, max HP, 4 EVs in defense, max special defense with a calm nature. It was the best thing we had for dealing with Venusaur if it does set up a growth. If he's +2 Life Orb in the Sun, we can take a hit and haze it down. If for whatever reason he is Life Orb Solar Beam in the Sun, then well, that's really all she wrote there, and we have to reset Hail with our Sub-Zero and scare it out with the Blizzard. So which is beneficial, because as soon as we bring in Ninetales on a switch on Venusaur, if we bring it in safely, then it resets the weather and we can just start firing off stab Blizzards and Hail again. But other than that, Toxic is really nice for, again, wearing down Pokemon that might switch in on this thing. Torkoal to set the weather. Necrozma, Weavile, Grimmsnarl, if it decides that it has the ability to set up screens on us, things like that. Gastrodon as well is also really nice to toss the Toxic off on as well. The next Pokemon we are bringing is Alexandria the Scrafty. She is rocking her leftovers with the Intimidate ability, Knock Off, Brick Break, Protect, and Fire Punch. 244 EVs in HP, 60 EVs in defense, 204 EVs in special defense with a careful nature. This is our Necrozma check. Frankly, Necrozma has he's shown to use Necrozma very, very well, and we needed a dark type so it just doesn't set up and click Photon Geyser all over our faces. So 2 Pokemon that we need to remember to keep healthy are Ninetales and Scrafty, because otherwise that's just all she wrote. So Knockoff is really nice for removing any items on any Pokemon that might switch in, things like Heat Rocks on Torkoal, Light Clays on Grimmsnarl, Life Orbs on Venusaur, Weakness Policies on Necrozma, things like that. Break Break again to deal with any dual screen potential. I really feel like he's going to bring screens. I really do. And then Fire Punch is also really nice. It was between that and Zen Headbutt. Fire Punch gave us a little bit more coverage for Weavile. Of course, Brick Break does that, but Fire Punch does also hit Weavile. It hits Venusaur. It hits the Mawile and the Maractus, all for super effective damage, should any of them show up. And Fire Punch in the Sun does do a lot of damage to Venusaur. And if it's not boosted, because of our natural bulk, we can actually take a little bit of a hit and go for there. Protect and Leftovers, since we don't have Drain Punch this week, allow us to not only get a little bit more recovery, but also burn a turn of screens and or Sun that my opponent may have. The last Pokemon we're bringing on the team is Bouquet the Roserade. She is actually rocking her Assault Vest this week with the Natural Cure ability, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Weather Ball, and Shadow Ball. We have 252 EVs in Special Attack, 76 in Special Defense, and 180 in Speed with a Timid Nature. Photon guys are probably still just rocks us. But we are naturally faster. We can hit it with a Shadow Ball. Depending on what does more, either Shadow Ball through Prism Armor or Weather Ball in the Sun, we will determine that. But Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Weather Ball, and Shadow Ball hit the entire team. Shadow Ball hits Necrozma, Sludge Bomb or Weather Ball in Sun hit the Weavile, Weather Ball in Sun or Hail hit Venusaur, Sludge Bomb hits Torkoal, Shadow Ball hits the Flygon, Shadow Ball hits the Rotom, Sludge Bomb hits Grimmsnarl, Weather Ball in Sun hits Mawile, Giga Drain hits Gastrodon, Sludge Bomb hits Maractus. So it was really good coverage to have. I really thought Roserade put in a lot of work last week, and I think that she is also going to put in a lot of work this week. Like I said, it's a very tough matchup on paper, but I also thought that about last week and we managed to pull it through. So we are going to do our best. We are going to preserve our win cons, and we are hopefully going to go on another grab another win here. So all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the team in the comment section down below, and we're going to hop right on into the battle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 8 of the NCP. The Detroit Steel Wings are taking on John Jr. and the Portland Nightshaders. If you guys missed the team builder, you guys see the 6, or if you guys skipped the team builder, you guys see the 6 that I am bringing down below. Scarf Jirachi, Heavy Duty Boots, Ninetales, Life Orb, Beartic, Specially Defensive Toxapex, Mixed Defensive Scrafty, and AV Roserade. You guys see the 6 that I think he's bringing down there. Necrozma, Torkoal, Grimmsnarl, Weavile, Venusaur, and Flygon. If you guys want to pick up some merch, link is in the description, and if you guys are new, feel free to subscribe for more. We are on our playoff run, and we are going to press A and see what my man is bringing right here. Whew, I am ready. I am ready, but I am nervous. All right, let's check what he is bringing. Mawile instead of Flygon. Okay, so not the end of the world, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. 5 out of 6 ain't bad. 5 out of 6 ain't bad. Let's change out Flygon for Mawile. Boom, there we go. It's so small. So small. Okay, so that being said, what do I want to lead with? I like Scrafty as a lead, frankly. Let's do that. Let's lead Scrafty, because I like clicking knockoff early on. But other than that, I'm glad we got I'm glad we actually got 5 out of 6 right. I thought Flygon was going to show up. I was hoping he wouldn't know that Mawile manhandled me in the WBE, so we're going to see what happens. We are going to see what happens. I definitely think it's defensive Mawile will rock. So let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's bringing. I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. I am nervous. I will say I am nervous, but it is a tough matchup that everybody's going to get nervous at on tough matchup. Leads off with Draciel, which is the Torkoal. Okay. So kind of how I anticipated it to be. I am going to knock off the Heat Rock or Leftovers or something right out of the gate here. He could just go for rocks, which is fine. We don't have hazard control. But I am immediately removing any sort of item from this thing as quickly as possible. And we're pretty specially defensive to take on like lava plumes or things like that. We are faster naturally as well. I would anticipate he's got Heat Rock, maybe like Leftovers or something. Rocky Helmet, but let's see what he wants to do here. I know we want to keep Scrafty healthy. I don't know if he'd attack turn 1 or if he just get rocks up, frankly. That is a defensive Torkoal. We knock off the Heat Rock, and he does have Stealth Rocks. Okay. He does indeed have that. So that is fine by me, because I'm just going to protect this turn. I'm going to stall a turn of Sun. And we're going to see what he's got here. Lava Plume. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. I do have a specially defensive Toxapex here that can switch in, because we do want to keep Scrafty healthy for that Necrozma. He could have Earth Power. He could have Earth Power, but since we're specially defensive, that'll be fine. We're going to take our rocks damage as he goes for the lava plume again. That is fine. It's going to hurt a little bit more because it's in the sun, but we're pretty specially defensive. No burn, thankfully. And now we can toss off a toxic as long as he switches, either stays in or does not switch out into something else. But I'm just going to click toxic here. Venusaur could come in. He withdraws. Okay. And he goes out into Rupert, which is the Venusaur. Okay. That's fine. It doesn't affect him. So he can set up. I don't think he would Sludge Bomb or Weather Ball right out the gate. I am going to go hard into Nine Sails here because I don't want him to be like, I'm going to growth. I don't want him to do that. And if he makes that prediction, bravo. Bravo. But I don't think he will. He could. He could. Let's see, though. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm playing super aggressively. There's the growth. Okay, yup. There's the growth. And he's going to take a little bit of hail damage as well. Okay, so my play here. Now, he could go. I don't think he'd stay in. I don't think he'd stay in. I'm going to click Toxic. I'm going to click Toxic on the Torkoal coming in. Yep, he withdraws. Goes back down to Draciel, which is the Torkoal. Cool. So we're going to put this thing on a timer. And now it is 5 turns of Sun. Perfect. So this thing is on a timer now. Oh my God, we missed the Toxic. That's huge. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to go out into Toxic specs here. I do want to get more damage off on this thing. Oh, we've seen that Venusaur is his like immediate response to Toxapex. There's the Earth Power that we see as well. So that's going to hurt us a little bit more, which is fine. We take those. We take those. Now, a neutral ground play that does not cause me to lose to Venusaur is probably Scrafty. Super offensive, if I'm being hard about it, is going out into Nine Sails. Mixed play is going out into Scrafty. I think I'm going to make the mixed play this time in case he stays in. And we are naturally faster than Torkoal as well. With the Tox specs, I should say. He withdraws. So Scrafty, and he does go on to Rupert. So we can knock off this thing pretty handsomely right now to get rid of a Life Orb. We can also Fire Punch for some big, huge damage. I think my play is knockoff. I'm going to remove this Life Orb that it's got on here. He withdraws. Okay. And he goes out. He keeps alternating between the Sun. Keeps alternating between these two. That's fine because we're going to get more damage off on this thing like I wanted. And I'm going to protect to burn a turn of Sun here. We've seen Stealth Rock, Lava Plume, Earth Power, maybe Rapid Spin. Maybe Yawn. There's the Lava Plume here. I just don't want to get burned. And Sunlight goes away as well. So I feel like switching in Toxapex right now is such an obvious play that I'm going to go for another knockoff here. I can take an Earth Power. I can keep wearing this thing down. He goes for the Lava Plume again. Please no burn. 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 Thank you. Okay. That is fine by me. I'm going to protect to get a little bit more leftovers here. We're wearing his Sundown, which is good. Which is so good. We still have, he's got such great like team comp, man, really. He goes out into Rinky Dinky. Ooh, Grimmsnarl. So we could have definitely gone for knockoff there. Now, I don't think he's going to go for a dark type move, frankly. I think our play here, I'm going to go right out into Jirachi. And we're going to see what he wants to go for. If I would have been a little bit more aggressive and knocked off on that switch, that would have given us great information on that. If it's like leftovers, if it was like, if it was light clay, things like that. But we'll go out into Jirachi here. If he goes for a dark type move, that is incredibly aggressive and I respect it. Dark, oh my God, Darkest Lariat, crazy. That's gonna hurt so bad. There it is. There it is. Would he have Sucker Punch? Can I Iron Head here? I'm gonna Iron Head here. That was an incredibly offensive play. He does have Thunder Wave and he misses. And he's Babiri Berry, actually. So we did pop Babiri Berry. I truthfully am going to stay in and I'm going to keep clicking Iron Head. He withdraws. Okay, that's fine. And he goes out into Draciel, which is the Torkoal. You can get as much Sun as you want up. If I can Iron Head you to death, that's really cool by me. I would love to Iron Head you to death. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because Jirachi's served its purpose, frankly. %60 chance. All right. You better send out something that takes these Iron Heads a little bit better. Otherwise, you're losing your sun. Does Grimmsnarl get Sunny Day? I wonder. I need one more flinch to knock this thing out. He goes for the Earth Power and knocks me out. That is fine. That is fine. Torkoal KOs Jirachi. With Earth Power. That is fine. Okay. So Jirachi did its thing. What I want to do now... What do I want to do now? I'm going to go out into Roserade. I'm going to go out into Roserade. And I am going to click Sludge Bomb. Because that is going to be my best way to get rid of his son. The Babiri Berry was good on Grimmsnarl. He went for that dark type move. Oh, that was such a good play. The dark type move as I switched in Jirachi, that was a fantastic play. Fantastic, fantastic play. He probably has Spirit Break or something to hit Scrafty as well. If I were to stay in and knock that off. So he actually preserves his son, which is good. And he's... Oh, please give me this. Goodbye, Rinky Dinky. Awesome. That's a huge thing out of the way. Rose KO's Grim. Cool. So Weavile comes in. Or Weavile comes in. Okay. Okay. So I have a full health Scrafty for this. To get the Intimidate off. And that's what I'm going to do here. And we saw that it was pressure. Let's see what he wants to go for. We'll take a little bit of rocks damage. We'll get our Intimidate. And there's Substitute. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Sun goes away. And he's sub leftovers? Okay, interesting. He's -1, so he could be sub SD. Very well could be. I'm just going to Brick Break here. There's the knockoff. Okay. That's not going to do much. He gets rid of our leftovers, so that's unfortunate, but, you know, that's okay. We're going to break the sub there. He's going to get a little bit more leftovers. I'm curious, like, what would you... Sub knockoff blankety blank? Now, he could sack Sun here. He could very well sack Sun. How do I want to play this? I'm just going to brick break again. As he goes out into Miss Dusa, which is the Mawile here. And Mawile has Intimidate of its own. Okay, cool beans. That is a big crit. That is a big crit. Mawile's base speed is 50. Would you... I need to keep Scrafty healthy. I do. I'm going to go out into Toxpex here. That was a big crit. That doesn't show me that that's intimidated or anything. That does not tell me much about that Mawile, frankly. He withdraws. And goes out into No Name. Ooh, which is the Necrozma. Okay. That was a good double. That was a very good double. And I think that's an offensive. I think that's an offensive Mawile. Because with a crit, that looks like a lot. Gosh, what do I want to do here? Do I just Toxic? I think I just Toxic. I got to put this thing on a timer. I think I got to click Toxic, then go Scrafty. I think that's my best bet. I think he's seen Toxic on Toxpex. He might not go for a Psychic move, considering I do have a Scrafty. I should live most of those. He has Earth Power. Okay, so he's special. So we can take that hit. We can take that hit and go for a Toxic here. So now we put this thing on a timer. We're going to get a little bit of our Regenerator as well. And I'm going to be able to go out into Scrafty here. There we go. So this boy is on a timer now. Scrafty is my dedicated Necrozma here boy check. And with our bulk, we should be able to take this thing just a little bit better. It doesn't get, like, it gets some fighting moves, but if I don't think with Earth Power doing that much damage, he's going to have, like, random brick break. He could. He could. Very well could. We're going to have to play around and see what he wants to do. But we'll get our Regenerator here. And we will also Intimidate here. There goes the Earth Power again. That's fine. We're going to be able to take that. Now, I don't think he'd stay in. I don't. Oh, we do see leftovers. Okay. And he's going to be taking a bit more toxic damage. I don't think he'd stay in. What would you do here? I think I go Ninetales. I'm going to go Ninetales here. I don't think he stays in. He withdraws. You bring back the Sun. Sends out Miss Dusa. Okay. So that is the Mawile here. Mawile is going to get intimidated. We haven't seen much else on this Mawile. And now I'm curious. So that, again, that crit did so much damage. I don't think it is... I don't think it has, like, HP, frankly. Blizzard does 43 to 51 to this thing. Oh. I'm going to click Blizzard. I don't know if that was the play. I might have just choked. Oh, I choked so hard. Shit. I choked so hard. There goes my hail. Ah, I just choked so hard. I still have hail on Bear Tick. Oh, I'm so mad. 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 Okay. Okay. So let's see. The AV might have been. Yeah, actually with that information, more than likely. I'm gonna go out in a Bear Tick here. That's really unfortunate. All right. So we are going to brick break this Mawile or the Torkoal coming in. Oh, damn it. I'm upset by that one. I choked so hard. I should not have. I said in the team builder, I said, I need to keep Ninetales alive. The good news is we're going to knock out Torkoal, and if he takes it as an opportunity to set up with Venusaur, I can click Hail. And I think that's my win con, is him not expecting me to set up Hail like as he clicks Growth. I think that's my win con. I'm gonna go for it. I have to. Ah, there's the Weather Ball. Shit. All right, Venusaur. Venusaur KO's Bear. Damn. All right. So, Scrafty's at enough health to take this thing on from full. I can also Weather Ball Venusaur in return. I think Scrafty's in a decent enough range if I click Fire Punch on this thing. Let's try it. Let's try it with Scrafty. Let's see what we can do. We still have Roserade in the back. We need to keep Toxapex healthy. We need to keep Toxapex healthy. If he thinks I'm going to let him burn Eterna Sun, I'm going to go for the Fire Punch here. There's the Growth. Cool beans. He's +2. I am going to protect here. Oh, he's got Synthesis. Ooh, okay. Growth, Weather Ball, Synthesis, blank. I'll go on to Toxapex here. Because I can just haze now. Now that I know he's not Life Orb. There's the Weather Ball. We're going to take that. Not well at all. Sunlight goes away too. Cool. Sunlight goes away too, which means I am going to get my Regenerator and go out into Roserade to take the Giga Drain. Or Grass move. Unless it's Growth, Weather Ball, Synthesis, Sunny Day. Then I'm screaming on the inside. There's the Giga Drain. Okay, so we know his full set. We're going to take that well-ish. And what I'm going to do here... Sludge Bomb? I'm going to Sludge Bomb here. Oh, big boy damage. There's a Weather Ball, but that's a neutral hit. It's going to hit me more than Giga Drain did. But AV is going to help us live that. And I am going to go for another Sludge Bomb here. We got the Necrozma on a timer too, which is really nice. We are going to be able to outpace it with this. I think if Weavile comes in, we need to pivot at Toxapex. I don't think we're out of the woods yet, but we're not as bad as I thought we'd be. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. There's another Sludge Bomb. That is going to knock out Venusaur. All right, cool. Rose KOs Venusaur. Now, he's going to exert pressure. Ah, boy. Do I go Toxapex? Do I attack this thing in case he clicks sub? I think in case he clicks sub, I attack. There's the knockoff. Okay, so he's going to knock me off. That's fine. Weavile KOs Rose. Okay, so I think Toxapex is the play here. I think I need to keep Scrafty alive for the Necrozma at all costs. I could have actually went Scrafty and then switched out into Toxapex here, which would not have been bad. I'm going to Scald. I'm just going to straight up Scald. There's Substitute. Oh, does he have a spread that'll live through Scald? I wonder. And he's got pressure too, so that's something to keep in mind. Oh, he does have a spread that'll live through that. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So let's go for another one here. Probably going to knock off. Swords Dance. Okay. So we can haze. We can haze through sub. There's the substitute fading. So he could just go for it. He could just go for another sub. He could just try to get damage off as I click haze. But I am just going to haze that SD away. And we're going to see how well that works. There's a substitute again. Okay, cool. So he now knows I have that. So haze was a good play. And he's going to get a little bit more leftovers. That's fine. We're almost back at full now, and we can fire off a Scald into another Scald. He is going to be able to go for an SD here. Or does he just knock off? Oh, and he knows I have that. He does go for the SD here. So we know he's not life. Is he like max HP? I wonder how much investment he has to have in order for that to work. And we know he's +2. I do need to keep. I need to keep Scrafty healthy for the. Do I recover here? Do I Scald here? Do I haze here? I'm going to Scald here to break the sub. There's the knockoff. That's going to hurt. Oh, that does so much damage. That does so much damage. Okay. Now, I think he's going to try to get behind a sub, honestly. I'm going to haze. There's a substitute. Okay. Does Intimidate go through sub? This ability will not affect the target with a substitute. Okay. I'm going to recover here. There's the knockoff. You're neutral and I don't have an item. Ah, there it is. All right. Weave out KOs. Ah, damn it. All right. That's fine. Scrafty's pretty healthy. We can try to live a hit. Sub SD Weavile was really good with enough investment to set up in front of Toxpex. That's actually a really solid set. That is a really solid set. I am just going to Brick Break here. Oh, and he's got his own Brick Break there. That's gonna, oh, yep, that's gonna knock me out. GG, man. GG. I should, we still played as well as we could have. Even though we choked away the Alola Ninetales. But what are you gonna do? It was a great game, and my man John brought one hell of a team. So guys, go show him some love. His side of the battle is going to be one that I am watching for sure and taking notes on. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, show some love on that like button down below. And of course, if you guys are new, feel free to subscribe for more. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. And I'll see you on the next video. Later.